Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies, and this is Expulsion from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Expulsion. Expulsion is, of all Masonic penalties, the highest that can be inflicted on a member of the order, and hence it has been often called a Masonic death. It deprives the expelled of all the rights and privileges that he ever enjoyed, not only as a member of the particular lodge from which he has been ejected, but also of those which were inherent in him as a member of the fraternity at large. He is at once as completely divested of his Masonic character as though he had never been admitted, so far as regards his rights, while his duties and obligations remain as firm as ever, it being impossible for any human power to cancel them. He can no longer demand the aid of his brethren, nor require from them the performance of any of the duties to which he was formerly entitled, nor visit any lodge, nor unite in any of the public or private ceremonies of the order. He is considered as being without the pale, and it would be criminal in any other brother, aware of his expulsion, to hold communication with him on Masonic subjects. The only proper tribunal to impose this heavy punishment is a Grand Lodge. A subordinate lodge tries its delinquent member, and if guilty declares him expelled, but the sentence is of no force until the Grand Lodge, under whose jurisdiction it is working, has conferred it, and it is optionally with the Grand Lodge to do so, or, as is frequently done, to reverse the decision and reinstate the brother. Some of the lodges in this country claim the right to expel independently of the action of the Grand Lodge, but the claim is not valid. The very fact that expulsion is a penalty afflicting the general relations of the punished brother with the whole fraternity proves that its exercise never could with any propriety be trusted to a body so circumscribed in its authority as a subordinate lodge. Besides, the general practice of the fraternity is against it. The English constitutions vest the power to expel exclusively in the Grand Lodge. A private lodge has only the power to exclude an offending member from its own meetings. All Masons, whether members of lodges or not, are subject to the inflictions of this punishment when found to merit it. Resignation or withdrawal from the order does not cancel a Mason's obligations, nor exempt him from that wholesale control which the order exercises over the moral conduct of its members. The fact that a Mason, not a member of any particular lodge, who has been guilty of immoral or unmasonic conduct, can be tried and punished by any lodge within whose jurisdiction he may be residing, is a point on which there is no doubt. Immoral conduct, such as would subject a candidate for admission to rejection, should be the only offense visited with expulsion, as the punishment is general, affecting the relation of the one expelled with the whole fraternity. It should not be lightly imposed for the violation of any Masonic act, not general in its character. The commission of a grossly immoral act is a violation of the conduct entered into between each Mason and his order. If sanctioned by silence or impunity, it would be discreet on the institution and tend to impair its usefulness. A Mason who is a bad man is to the fraternity what a mortified limb is to the body, and should be treated with the same mode of cure. He should be cut off, lest his example spread and disease be promulgated through the Constitution. Expulsion from one of what is called the higher degrees of Masonry, such as a chapter or an encampment, does not affect the relations of the expelled party to Blue Masonry. A chapter of Royal Arch Masons is not and cannot be recognized as a Masonic body by a lodge of Master Masons, by any of the modes of recognition known to Masonry. The acts, therefore, of a chapter cannot be recognized by a Master Mason's lodge, any more than the acts of a literary or charitable society wholly unconnected with the order. Besides, by the present organization of Freemasonry, Grand Lodges are the supreme Masonic tribunals. If, therefore, expulsion from a chapter of Royal Arch Masons involved expulsion from a Blue Lodge, the right of the Grand Lodge to hear and determine causes and to regulate the internal concerns of the institution would be interfered with by another body beyond its control. But the converse of this proposition does not hold good. Expulsion from a Blue Lodge involves expulsion from all the higher degrees, because, as they are composed of Blue Masons, the members could not of right sit and hold communications on Masonic subjects with one who was an expelled Mason. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.